I'm your tourist guide, Emily, and I'm here to show you around Kanawha County in West Virginia. In this tour, you will see historic artifacts and buildings, activities to do around here, and so much more. Kanawha County has been made in November 14, 1788 by the Virginia General Assembly. The name Kanawha was inspired by the Kanawha River, which in turn was named after a Native American tribe that lived in the area. You could be able to see the river in the city of Charleston, where Charleston is known for the West Virginia capital. It was once located in downtown Charleston between 1885 and 1921, but has moved to the pasteboard capital, which took about 8 years to complete with the cost of $10 million. Around the capital and the city of Charleston, you would get to do a bunch of fun stuff there, such as going to malls or seeing live performances, but there are even places such as museums and parks. One of the parks, called Coonskin Park, being built in the 1950s in an area called Coonskin Hollow, has some wonderful activities you can do if you like the great outdoors. These activities include hiking trails, a swimming pool, and even a playground for kids. If you are looking for more nature activities to do around the county in Charleston, I also like to recommend the Kanawha State Forest. It's a good place to go if you like to go camping and go for walks or bike rides. Fun fact about the Kanawha State Forest, it's known for an urban legend that has been discovered a few decades ago called the Night Seeker. About 5 years ago, there has been another story that surrounds the legend about the monster. There are a group of 4 kids named Todd, Stephen, Casey, and Allison. They decided to go camping and ride their bikes in the Kanawha State Forest. When they stayed there for several hours, it was going well until it was nighttime. The group decided to go ride their bikes again at this time, but Todd decided to stay in the tent because he wasn't in the mood for riding in dark places. They promised they would come back after an hour, but after a couple of hours had passed, Todd's friends were not coming back. Todd was starting to get concerned. As he tried to look for them, nothing could be found except for one bike. Todd felt devastated as he went back to the tent, waiting until the next day. They still never came back. The next morning, he rode back home on his bike. He never found his friends.
All right, I'm Detective Keith Haddon, Keithhaddeden, badge number 308, and sitting with me is Todd Davis. Todd, would you like to spell out your first name for me, please?
T-O-D-D.
Okay, and now your last name?
D-A-V-I-S.
Thank you. And before we start with this interview, I'd like you to know that this interview is being recorded from this microphone. Are you okay with that?
I'm all right with that.
Okay. We're here to talk about the disappearances of your friends from 2 days ago. Would you like to start from when you guys were in the Kanawha State Forest?
We were all doing a camping trip there in the forest. and we were going to ride our bikes there too. I remember we were talking about some stuff like life and what we can do in college, because we were all juniors in high school. I wanted to pursue an art career. Steven wanted to open up a skateboard shop of his own. Casey wanted to become an athlete in fighting, and Allison wanted to become a writer.
Okay. How about we skip over to when your friends disappeared?
You know how I said we were all riding our bikes there too?
Yes.
They were going to ride their bikes at night, but I didn't go with them. I wasn't in the mood to ride bikes with them at the time, because I was riding with them a lot, and I don't think riding in the woods at night is a good idea. They didn't understand and let me stay in the tent. And they said they would be back in an hour, but they were gone for way longer than that.
I'm guessing you were starting to get worried.
Yes, I was. I couldn't wait for them any longer. So I decided to get out of the tent and go look for them. I was hoping it was because of a minor problem like a flat tire, but while I was looking for them, I couldn't find them anywhere. I was hoping to find a payphone somewhere, but I couldn't find any sort of communication to call the police. I mean, I was in a forest, so I don't understand why I was looking for a phone. I gave up looking. I decided to go back to the tent and hope that they would come back by the next day.
I believe they didn't come back.
No. No, they didn't.
Do you know what time you last saw your friends?
I don't know what time they left. I didn't bring anything like a watch on me, and I don't think anybody else brought one too. I know it was around a dark night, but I don't know the exact time they left.
All right. I forgot to ask, how long have you known your friends?
Since 7th grade, starting with Casey.
I can see why you're concerned for them.
Yeah.
As far as I see it, you stayed in the tent for many hours and you tried looking for them because you were worried, but they weren't there.
Yes. That's what happened.
All right. I heard that after all this happened, there were some people accusing you of killing them. Is that true?
Yes, there were people accusing me of that. And apparently they do that without evidence. Even the sheriff. It's been making me frustrated and upset.
I'm not surprised about the sheriff. Something has been going on with him. Is there anything the people said about it?
There was one about me being alone in the tent. They said that I decided to go into the forest and kill them all with a knife. I don't even think there was a weapon found there. Not even other evidence like a blood trail or their dead bodies. There wasn't even a motive for why I would do this.
Okay. Currently, there hasn't been much found in the forest where they disappeared, but the police are doing their best to look for more evidence. Hopefully, the new evidence will help you out in this situation.
Detective,
Yes, Todd?
do you even believe me?
I believe you. So far, you seem like you've done nothing wrong. Even the evidence explains itself.
Thank you.
I'll be sure to keep you updated on the case when we find something new.
Taught him how to dig a hole